Hey guys, Pete asked me to do a focus session, two-tabling, focus on general pre-flop play and flop and turn c-betting. I have to get my when to showdown down, and my one when soft flop escalate a little bit by increasing my aggressiveness and on the flop and on the turn actually. Gonna fold this one. Okay, so two tabling is gonna be probably a bit slower than four tabling, but let's see. Against this guy, looks like a more reggy player. In terms of three betting, he's already folded 75% to three bets on and four samples. We should have a polar three betting range here. Jack King offsuit is not in there. I'm wondering if this is worth a call, but since I'm out of position and I'm not closing the action, I'm going to fold this. Six queen is a bit too loose to steal here, I think, although there's an 80% fold in the small blind. Yeah, maybe could give it a try. Since he's tight in the blinds, the big blind as well, so queen ace is obviously an open. It's a quite wet board, connected two-tone. I do have some equity with the queen. He has a fold to see, but only 25% out of four samples. So still, it's not a lot. I'll check this back. I'm improving now to a double gutter, but of course the flush complete. So 9-10 out of position is a fold for the 10 cents here. If I'm not beat already, I have 8 outs. It's a fold. Oh, sorry, I only had 4 outs. It's trying to work a little bit on my red line losses. They're too big, obviously, because I'm not winning enough hands before we come to showdown. So it's something we definitely need to work on. I think we can open this. There's a very tight player behind me, and then fish on the button. So 2-4 is a fold. Get one caller in the small blind. It's not a great flop. We flop second pair, but it is a dry flop, so I think we can. I think we can c-bet this. If you calls, we have a backdoor flush draw. It's a 60% fold to c-bet, so it's not that low. 6-2 is obviously a fold. I had this guy tagged as a fish from some of his first hands. Now he's moved to 17 at 11. That's not so bad actually. The king jack. I think I'm just gonna 3-bet this for value. I don't want this guy coming along, so then I get to isolate him as well. And we get a fold. Okay. Jack king offsuit. Obviously opening this on the button. I will call this if this player opens. We had top pair, good kicker. I have to call a c-bet here, or lead myself. Yeah, I'm gonna lead here. Don't want an ace turning up. Aces were 3-betting for value, of course. Ace 2 in a cutoff. I think it's a bit wide to open that here. If it were suited, maybe. These guys are tight in the blinds, but still don't have much equity, I think, if we're called with that hand. So you may notice I took over like 90% of Elliot's hut. I think it looks nice. I'm not, of course, not fully using it like he is yet, but it does have some interesting stats on it, like the percentage they are opening per position. In the 3-bet pot, you have some stats. 3-bet, fold to 3-bet, and then c-betting, fold to c-betting in 3-bet pots. So, okay, we're getting 3-bet with the queen ace open. He's only 3-betting 4% of his hands, over 400 samples. We have 50, subsample is 50. So he's only 3-betting his really strong hands. I think we can call here. He's probably doing this also with kings and queens. So if we bank an ace, we're still good. Not such a good flop. I think we have to check fold here. Yeah. Hoping on the ace is a bit too optimistic, I think. So for the rest, yeah. We need at least 2 good cards to make a flush or a straight. I'm just going to give up here. The ace-6 suited against this guy. I think it makes a good hand for a 3-bet bluff. We would have a polar range here since he's reg folding to 63% of 3-bets on a sample of sorry, 3-bet. I think we can maybe get away here with a 3-bet bluff. If we do get called. Okay. think this board hits his range particularly well. Of course, we're out of position. We do have one overcard, backdoor flush draw, but it's such a dry board. I think we can make a small c-bet here. He has a 50% fold to c-bet and 3-bet pots, so yeah, we take it down. I will steal here with King 7 offsuit. He has a 78% fold to steal in the big blind. I think we can make it small. We do get called. Okay, Queen 9-6. He has a fold to c-bet of 64%. Queen 9-6. We don't have a lot of equity when we're called here. We're out of position. I'm gonna check this one and fold if he bets. Yeah. Two 7 suited, that would be really loose. He has 71% fold and a small blind. I'm gonna let this one go. Ace Jack, I'm obviously opening. This min open is strange. He seemed to have quite raggy stats. Queen Jack offsuit, I'm opening. There's only the button behind me, so I'm gonna raise this. Don't know what it means. It's min open. Wow, we get called and squeezed here. He squeezed already once before. 1 out of 9. I think this hand is too weak to call here. We don't have absolute position. Jack 10 suited is a hand I will defend here, but I don't have to. Seven 9 offsuit is a fold. This guy folds 100% to steal from the small blind. Sample is only 4. I think it's still a bit wide. 6 Jack offsuit. Table 2 seems a bit slow. Eight Queen offsuit. I think it's a defend from a steal. Of course, depending on how big he opens, but he just completes. I don't know really what to make of this. I think it's too weak to raise him here. We hit middle pair. If I bet here, I'm not sure what's going to call me. Obviously any mate pair, but I would have assumed he would bet an ace here. So I'm just gonna bet, try to get value from maybe a jack or something worse. Two six is a fold. I will open king six suited here. Doesn't have to be that much. Standard 2.5x. They're quite tight in their blinds, so 10 7 6. It's a quite wet board. He donks almost half pot less. I don't think my 6 is has a lot of value here, so not a lot of hands that can prove me. Also, he does donk regularly. 27% out of 11 hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna fold this one. Don't know what to do on the turn here, so new guy joined here, not fully stacked, so probably a fish. This is my color for people that are like normal fish, and then I have the purple color for people that have really whale-like stats, or that I've seen doing a lot of really unlogical moves. So like this guy went pre-flop all in against my 3-bet with he had ace 10 suited, offsuit, sorry. Beat my kings on the river, but okay. So he's obviously purple for me. Threes here. I'm in a small blind, so even if I hit my set, it will be difficult to get a lot of value out of it. So unless a lot of people are going to call, I'm just gonna let this one go. Also a short stacker behind me, so I'm not sure what he's going to do. I will steal with ace 5 suited. I will also probably 3-bet as bluff against both these guys' opens. Yes, fold a 3-bet 100%, but only one sample. Okay, yeah, I have to open here. Can make it small. Yes, quite raggy stats, 23 over 100 hands. So I'm folding to a 3-bet here. Okay, this is a quite coordinated board. I hit bottom pair. I do have a backdoor flush draw. Don't know if I can get him to fold here. I'm gonna check call this one. I pick up the flush draw here, and then I'm not sure what I should do here. So this is obviously, if you hit something here, this is a scare card for him. Give me more equity anyway. So I think we can donk here and hope to get a fold. Yeah. I am opening kings, of course. Hope to get 3-bet, but nope. 5-7 offsuit is a fold. See what's going on over here. I'm not opening trees. I think under the gun I removed deuces, pocket trees, fours out of my opening range. It's difficult to play these if we miss, which we do most of the time. Yeah, there's very little equity in the hand, and anyway difficult to get folds. So this is a fold. This guy I can make it purple already. He's 80-0 over 5 hands, so not the best player on the table. Here's this guy again with a 2x open. Yeah, my hand is too weak to raise him here, but strange. The ace-8 suited I will open from the cutoff. Possibly get 3-bet like this guy from a small blind. He doesn't. Okay, this is a quite wet flop, but we have a ton of equity here. We have to bet this. He's a folded c-bet of 83%. So okay, he calls. This card is not improving my equity in this hand. It's not an overcard or anything. I think we can check this back. Don't see what he would fold that he's calling on the flop, so yeah, we hit our straight. He would have raised me with a pair on the flop, with a set on the flop, I would assume. Not sure if we can raise this for value. Just gonna call. Yeah. this guy has reloaded, it seems. Okay, I missed that. I was looking for some hands that he won, but okay. 2-6, yeah, I'm not gonna try anything here. Okay, now I make trips. But there's also a flush straight on the board. I think we can bet small for value. Maybe he calls with a pair of 5s or 9s or something. No. 5-7. That's always a fold, I assume. I will steal with ace-5 offsuit on the button. If it were suited, I would make this a 3-bet, not a squeeze in any case. So with queen 8. I don't know if we can turn this into a 3-bet bluff. He has a folded 3-bet of 21 sample. So I'm gonna make this a fold. If we knew he was folding the 3-bets a lot, maybe you could try it. Okay, I think we're about 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna quit here, put this clip online and put in a group, and we'll see what you guys think about it. Okay, see you, bye.